Hi folks, thanks for joining me today. Sorry we're not live. Unfortunately we had a few technical issues. The internet cut out a few times last week, so I decided to pre-record this session. It'll still be our normal stretch session, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. We're going to do a really deep, slow, focused stretch session today, and yeah, hopefully get you loosened up, ready for a good afternoon in the sunshine, I hope, wherever you are. Okay, let's get started. Just get some music on. Okay, come on over. So we're going to start in a seated position. However you're comfortable. If you're comfortable cross-legged, that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to start off with a few upper back and neck warming up exercises. We've done these before during class, so you might remember them. So we're going to start off just bringing the chin to the chest, nice and gently, and then looking up towards the ceiling. Try and think about a really nice seated posture wherever you are. Keep the shoulders back and down. And sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones, so the bony part of the bottom. A couple more in each direction. And then we're going to look from side to side. So the right shoulder and then the left, just nice and gently.
You're listening to Chill Your Mind Radio.
Good. One more each side, trying to get a little bit further each time. And then we're going to roll the shoulders back and down. So you can relax your hand to this one. Draw the shoulders back and down. Feel that opening up through the collarbones, stretching right down your back. Two more. Good. And then just dipping one shoulder and then the other. Again, just moving that shoulder blade, getting the shoulders moving. Been sat in front of a desk all day. It's just nice to get these loosened up. One more each side. Good, lovely. Okay, we're going to move into the back of the body for some stretches. We're going to take the legs out straight in front of you to start with. And again, finding those sit bones, just shuffling back, sat on the body part of your bum. And take a deep breath in. Taking the hands high, and then as we fall forward, just letting them rest wherever they land. Bring the chest towards the thighs. Wherever you land is fine. Yeah, it's only here. Place the hands down and bring the chest as much as you can towards the thighs. Should feel it on the hamstrings and maybe a little bit in your lower back, but it should mainly be in the hamstrings. Think about engaging stomach muscles just to protect your back. And crawl the hands forward just a little bit further. Can we ease a bit more into that stretch? Good, and walk the hands back in nice and gently. I'm going to take one leg out to the side and the other leg tucks in towards the other side. Again, sitting up nice and tall, big deep breath in. We're going to reach out towards the outstretched leg, bring the hand over the top. So we've not only got a stretch in the side of the body into the hip, but maybe a little bit in the groin as well. Think about rolling the top shoulder back and looking up towards the ceiling as we bend towards that leg. Keep your right knee pinned to the ground as well as your right bum cheek. Then I'm going to sweep it round in front of us to bring the hands out in front. So again, bringing that chest towards the floor, and this should again bring the stretch into the groin and to the lower back. Keep both bum cheeks glued to the floor. And this knee needs to stay as straight as possible. Gently walking the hands back in. We're going to change sides, switching legs. I'm going to repeat that again. So stretching out towards the right leg this time. Right leg, left hand comes over the top. And again, roll the top shoulder back and look towards the ceiling. Do a really nice stretch in the side of your body in between the ribs and the hips. Again, if you've been sitting for a long period of time, you can often get quite tight in there. And sweeping forward again, bringing the chest towards the floor, legs straight on the right, and bum cheeks glued to the floor. As always, if something doesn't feel quite right, if something's painful, then you're probably going a little bit too hard, just ease off and go back to the previous stretch where you felt comfortable. Good, walking the hands back in nice and gently. We're going to target the hips a little bit more this time, so coming into a seated position, so you can either just sit with one foot in front of the other if that's more comfortable for you. Just make sure one is in front of the other because we're going to switch them around halfway through. If you can, bring the foot to lay flat on top of the other calf, or if you're able to, on top of the other thigh. Okay, so make sure wherever you are, you're comfortable, it's not hurting your ankle. We're going to bring it into a bend forward. So again, on those sit bones, and we're going to creep the hands forward, bringing the chest towards the feet again. You'll feel that stretch really come into one of your hips. Ideally, it should be the leg that's on the top. With each stretch, we're taking a few nice deep breaths, allowing the muscles to relax. I'm just going to gently walk the hands across to one side, the middle one. And all the way to the other side. Should be able to feel that stretch come right the way up through the side of the body, from the hip, through the lumbar, all the way up into the shoulders. And then back to centre, and just gradually walking the hands back in. We'll switch that over, okay? Don't worry if one leg you're more flexible with, just find that comfortable position, whether it be on the, in front of the leg, onto the calf, or right up onto your thigh. Okay, again, find that seated tall position. I'm going to walk the hands forward. Hands across to one side, doesn't matter which side first again. To the side. And back to centre. Walking the hands in. We're going to change our foot position here. So we're going to bring the feet flat, sitting up nice and tall. What we've done before, hands behind. You're just going to gently rock the knees from side to side. Don't really get a few clicks and cracks. That's quite normal as long as it's not painful. Might just be a bit off-putting. Contrary to popular belief, clicking and cracking the joints is actually a positive thing. It means the joints are lubricating and that things are moving. Good, one more each side. Good, then we're going to lean all the way to one side, doesn't matter which one first. We're going to come into a 90-90 position to start with. So feet should be bent 90-90. Sorry, knees but 90-90. Okay, we're going to start by just bringing our hands behind us and twisting to look over the back shoulder. As far as you can, looking round to the back of the room. Keeping both knees pressed into the mat, push the hips away from you. gently walking back round, and we're going to go the other side. Okay, so flip the knees over. We should be facing the other way. Goes that 90-99 position again, and we twist away. Get a really nice twist right through your stomach. We often neglect stretching our stomach muscles, so it's really, really important. Good. We're going to stay to the side with the legs. We're just going to tuck the back leg in a little bit more, and the front leg if you feel you want to. Hand plants behind you again, on the side that is facing forward. I'm going to sweep the hip forward, pushing the hip towards the front of the room and reaching over the top of the crown of the head to C-shape the body. Give you a nice stretch all the way through the front into this quad. Really squeeze your glutes and that extra little bit of a stretch, just another couple of seconds. And slowly back down. We'll go to the other side to repeat that. So flipping back over again, tuck the back foot in, and hips towards the front of the room, sweep the arm across. Again, squeeze those bum cheeks. Bring the hand back down. Your feet come flat again in front. Just going to windscreen wiper those knees again, just from side to side. Good. Last one in this position then. Keep the knees where they are, but we're sitting up nice and tall towards them. Keeping the knees in line with the hips and the feet in line with the hips. Opposite hand to knee, our last twist for now. So we're planting that hand and twisting towards the back of the room again. Okay, gently and level when we're going the other way. Planting the hand and using the hand on the knee to give us that little bit more leverage. Have a nice deep breath here. Good, now relaxing back round. We're going to come over onto all fours and have a little spin. Knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders. We're going to come into our cat and cow, so we're going to really arch up through the back, tucking the chin under, drawing the belly button up towards the ceiling, and then all the way, tucking your hips under, head comes up, until your tummy button comes towards the floor. We're going to gently switch between the two for the next couple of seconds. Got your arm here, just switching between the two. One more each way. And we're going to take it into a little rotation stretch. So we're going to bring the hands underneath, reaching past your body and then opening up towards the window.
You're listening to
Trying to push the range up a little bit each time. I'll pass And one more on this side. Again, keep trying to improve that range each time. We're keeping the hips solid but twisting through the upper back. Then we're moving on to the other side, so reaching under and then opening the chest. Take your eyes with that top hand, it just helps to increase that rotation through the spine. Good, we're going to one more. Good. And the last one we're going to do in this position is we're just going to try and open up between the shoulder blades and then dip the chest. So again, going back to those first few moves we did, just opening up the upper back. So just dipping the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together, and then lifting and stretching between the shoulder blades. My arms aren't moving, my body's not moving, it's just my chest and my shoulder blades. Because often when people get really tight and really kind of stuck together up here, these muscles. Two more. And I'm going to bring the hands forward and we're going to lower onto my stomach. Nice and gently. Keeping the hands by your chest or in line with your chest. Just a little bit lower if you feel more comfortable. We're just going to gently come into some extension. So we're just going to lift, just engaging the upper back. Squeezing your bum to protect your back. And then lowering back down. And again, lifting up, feeling everything just switching on, and then lowering back down. I'm going to do two more of those. Last one. Good. And then this time we're going to come all the way up. Okay, so just lifting, keeping the hips towards the mat. It's not like the usual extension stretch that we do when we do more of the flow in yoga. We're not lifting the thighs off this time, just keeping the legs on the mat, tucking the shoulder blades back and down, so shoulders are low. Doing that stretch all the way through the stomach. And we'll look up towards the ceiling to increase that stretch. If you need a break at any point, just slow yourself down and come back up when you feel ready, or stick with your first stretch. Go down, gently lower. Just going to have a little break from that one, then we're going to go again. Nice deep breath. And then we're pushing back up into that extension, just stretching the stomach muscles. Lower the shoulders back and down. Eyes come to the ceiling. Pushing the ground away. Good, and lower back down. I'm going to bring one hand underneath your forehead, doesn't matter which one first, just to rest your head onto. I'm going to reach back for one of your ankles. Okay, I'm just going to draw that ankle in, have a little shuffle of the thigh if you need to, so we get a good stretch. Keeping your hip in contact with the mat, you're going to really pull that heel towards your bum as far as you can. Just relax into it. Do it like the leg drop out to the side, keep it back up to the centre. For a little bit extra on this one, try and jump back, tucking your hips under. So squeezing your bum and driving your hips into the ground. Gently releasing on the other side. Again, grasp the ankle. Just adjust that position and then pull the knee towards, pull the heel towards your bum and drive the hip into the floor. Squeeze the bum cheeks. and then ease off. Hands come by the side of your chest. We're going to sit back into the heels, so all the way back, bring the bum back to the heels. We're going to come into our child pose, which everybody loves. Toes touching at the back, knees just a little bit wider than shoulders. Hands come forward, forehead to mat. Taking the fingertips all the way to one side. Really stretching through the side of your body. Reach those fingertips as far forward as you can. And all the way to the other side. Come back to centre. We're just going to adjust our stretch here. So we're going to go onto your hands, and we're just going to take a little step out with the knees and bring the feet to face outwards. And from here, you might need to take the knees a little bit wider than that, but just going down to the forearms, I'm going to sit the weight back into your heels. Feel a really deep pelvic stretch. This frog stretch is a really, really good one to get the rotation of the hips working. Just using your breath to try and sit back a little bit further with each one. Try and keep your back nice and flat in this position. Two more seconds, sorry. Good. And then just turn the toes back in. Just adjust the knees as you need to. We'll come back into your child's pose stretch. I'm going to change it slightly, so we're clasping the hands together and drawing the elbows in towards you, pulling them in, engaging around the shoulder blades. Just coming forward to all fours again. Plant the hands, fingers spread, and we're pushing back into the heels. Have a little walk through those heels again. Walking the hands back towards the feet. And just keeping the knees a little bit bent so the hands are pressed flat. Just feel that opening at the lower back. Just a little bend and stretch of each knee if you want to, straightening and bending. And then rolling up nice and gently, stacking each vertebra on top of each other as you go up. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Once we get into standing. Two more. And then hands on hips. Remember those little shoulder dips that we did, just getting the shoulders warmed up. Just finishing off with those. And we're done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel fresh and ready to go. Take care, everyone. See you next week. Bye.